Hello, welcome to this forecast for parts of Australia and Oceania about the intense heat wave and some heavy rains. So first, let's see what's like happening right now. So the most immediate threat is are those storms in parts of French Polynesia, and they will affect the Cook Islands. We will check about that, and some more stronger storms happening in parts of Australia there. So let's see here. Also, finger two near New Caledonia, and yeah. So first, let's see French Polynesia. There's the European model showing the system there. So it shows more storms in western French Polynesia, especially near most areas west of Papeete, and also some storms in Papeete. But it shows this slightly starting to curve south, affecting the northern Cook Islands, and shows like Saturday, especially Sunday. This is still Saturday, but this is European time, so morning to Sunday morning shows some intense storms there. The Cook Islands, this goes and like it starts dissipating, but still by next Tuesday still shows some rain storms near Mataura and the Cook Islands, still until like next Wednesday or Sunday. So there'll still be some shower activity there, even before, even after that cyclone starts dissipating. So yeah, but let's see. There's the GFS model 2, shows it there. Goes, passes through like western French Polynesia. Be careful you're in those small islands there. They can be badly hit with those strong storms, some waves, and especially wind and lightning. So be careful. Then Friday into Saturday, especially Saturday, more storms in the Cook Islands and some atolls way further south, southern French Polynesia. Be careful those very small villages. Then this goes, there's still some stuff on Sunday, but this mainly dives south there. But still some storms later. This next Tuesday still shows some showers nearby, some showers in French Polynesia too. And yeah, so be aware those areas. The icon shows a similar thing too. The storm system there now, even a storm or two in some other areas. This goes Saturday into Sunday, shows stronger in the Cook Islands. So be careful with wind and especially rain and some heavy rain and flooding near the Cook Islands and some waves. So be careful. This area next Monday still shows storms. Next Tuesday the 17th still showing some storms there. So be careful throughout these next few days. So now let's see here. So this is the rain accumulation till Tuesday from the icon. It does have some 70 millimeters in Papetes, and even more than 80 in some other parts of the island, 90. It shows also some islands just to the west of it, close to 100 millimeters, 102, 103, 99. So yeah, be careful those areas. But in the Cook Islands, like Kimia Gatao, more than 200 millimeters expected from this model. This might differ depending on the model, but 207 millimeters in a span of 5 days could cause a lot of flooding, some concerns. But let's see, just until Sunday shows 139 until Sunday, and if you add up Monday and Tuesday, it gets to 207. So it won't fall all in one day. You'll be distributed throughout these 5 days, but it might be a lot for some areas. So be careful. So like 103, the main islands there. And yeah, so stay safe in the Cook Islands and be careful, especially there and westernmost French Polynesia. Even southern French Polynesia shows some more shower storm activity there, and near Adamstown, some light showers, maybe a storm or two. So be careful. There's the GFS now, shows some 75 millimeters in Papeete, some 87, even 90, some other areas. Shows a little bit less in this islands here, but depending on the position of this, it might be more. And shows more there, like for the west, but those atolls are too small. I don't think anybody lives there, but there'll be some significant accumulations there. And shows the GFS curves this to the east of the Cook Islands, so it doesn't show much there. For example, it's just like 101 millimeters in that island. The icon showed 200, so this might go one way or another. The European and the Icon are more like in the same page. The GFS is a little bit different. So it does show 22, 44 millimeters in some odd areas. But even if this goes a little bit to the east, there might be some heavy storms there. So be careful. Shows also in those small islands further south, like Mataura, Moerai, some more intense storms. The GFS show like 138 in Amaru in other areas. So be aware there too, and be careful now. The European, because I showed you the GFS and the Icon, does have some 76 millimeters in Papete, some 89 in other parts of the island. Shows some 89 in some other islands there, 118. So yeah, be careful, and those small islands there. And in the Cook Islands, the European is a little bit further east, the worst of it. So it doesn't have 200 millimeters like the Icon in that island there, but it has like 130 millimeters in that island. And that area might cause some problems. So be careful. In Navarra, some 100 and 94 in other areas. So stay safe there. Be careful the heavy showers and storms, and just monitor the situation as it's happening, because this forecast can change a lot. So be careful. And also some areas like Mataura shows this rain kind of curves there, and like more than 100 millimeters there, and some other islands too. So be careful in those areas. And now further west, in areas like Fiji and Samoa, shows some showers too, a storm or two these days, especially in Samoa, but nothing that crazy. So here does show those lingering storms near New Caledonia, Vanuatu, and those tropical showers sometimes in Samoa, more into late this weekend to early next week. On Sunday doesn't show much into Monday, but sometimes on like Saturday into Sunday show some showers in Fiji, nothing crazy. But let's see, after next Thursday, the 19th, starts showing more in Samoa, and even some more in Fiji and Vanuatu after the 21st. But yeah, that's kind of far out. But be aware, the accumulation until Tuesday does show uh, those showers in Fiji. Might be a storm or two because of the heat, right? But nothing crazy. Shows in Samoa a little bit more, some 20 to like 23 millimeters, more there in some odd areas. So be careful. In American Samoa, a similar thing, maybe a tiny bit more, but in some more tropical areas like Tuvalu and some lost islands there, all the way to 118 in Atafu, Nuku Nono, close to 92, 96 millimeters in all areas. So be careful. In Tuvalu, doesn't show that much further south, but the further north you are there shows more, like in Tokelau, some 70 millimeters, and other small islands like some 55 millimeters. So be careful. In Kiribati, it's kind of divided. There's one zone of moisture in the north and the other convergence zone in the south. So central Kiribati is more dry, but northern Kiribati, some tropical showers from time to time, as well as Micronesia. We have a bunch of heavy downpour, especially in western Micronesia, which is some 80, 90 millimeters, and Palau on the next 5 days, like 130 on the next 5 days. So be careful. Just until Sunday, some 52 millimeters in Palau, but Sunday to Tuesday, all the way to 130. So be careful that moisture surge later into early next week. And shows more there Micronesia. Be careful. The Marshall Islands, some tropical showers, some thunderstorms. And shows there in Papua New Guinea a lot of heavy rain during the next 5 days. So like some areas to 190, close to 192, 124. So yeah, be careful. Those areas, southern Western Guinea, close to 200. So if you're in those towns there, just be careful. Thunderstorms and heavy downpours. And others, most of Papua New Guinea. The Solomon Islands shows like some 49 millimeters, some specific spots, thunderstorms close to 100, but most of the areas, some 4 each like 50 millimeters, sometimes like 60 in some areas, depending on the position of the storms. So be careful. Those that like tropical moisture there, as you can see, those passing showers and storms from time to time. So yeah, be careful, but nothing that crazy. And New Caledonia does show some more activity on the next 5 days. The the worst is mainly now, but it still shows some 30 millimeters, some 38, some 40 millimeters. Southern Vanuatu a little bit less, but some more tropical showers in northern Vanuatu. And some islands like burnt pine to 48 millimeters. This cold front and this system near like New Caledonia might dive south and affect the island there. And northern New Zealand shows some more close to 90, even 100 northernmost New Zealand, and southwestern New Zealand still like 172. So a lot of cold fronts there, some heavier moisture. So yeah, BR in Australia it's very busy across Queensland. Some areas of like some 50 millimeters, 63. 26, so be careful. And this is looking fairly dry across central Queensland, Northern Territory, and South Australia on the next 5 days, because these areas got like some very big storms the last few weeks. So the fact that it's drier there the next 5 days is interesting, but this might be because of a ridge of high pressure there that will produce the heat wave into next week. So let's see. But northern Queensland shows some more storms, some 39 millimeters. So are those like afternoon tropical downpours, and especially northwestern Australia, some 76 millimeters. And locally, this might be higher, like the high resolution models show. For example, where does this one go? Here. There's this one, northern Queensland, for example. In the next 1 day, and Santa shows us some 88 millimeters, some localized spots there. And like this, the Northern Territory shows more in Darwin and some areas, but very little there. Shows some specific spots to like 100 millimeters just in the next day or so. So be careful those localized strong storms. And Western Australia, it's busier now. Shows some 50 60 millimeters those areas, so be careful the heavier showers and storms, especially at those downpours across northwestern, west, central western Australia, even southwestern Australia showing more, except on the southwest, but shows more around those areas. And as you can see on the satellite, if you are underneath those strong storms, there can be some very rough conditions, so be careful those areas. And just to show again, like Queensland, New Caledonia, those areas, the European does have today into Friday some more storms in Queensland. Those storms linger around Vanuatu, New Caledonia, goes down to Burnt Pine, and then the system starts diving down towards New Zealand Sunday into Monday, and then kind of goes away there. So be careful. In Australia shows those storms western Australia, northern Territory, and does show this front like Friday to Saturday in southern Australia too, some more storms. And depending on the environmental conditions, there might be a severe storm or two. So always be careful. Some hail, the strong winds, and let's see. Saturday, some lingering Western Australia. Still Sunday, more Western Australia and the coastal of Queensland, northern Queensland. Still some heavier downpours, Western Australia, Northern Territory into next week, and more in Queensland into next week. So be careful, but be aware this forecast might change. It changes a lot. The GFS a similar thing too. And it does have some rain in Tasmania on Monday, a little bit there, maybe into New South Wales a thing or two next Tuesday, but nothing crazy. And yeah, but one more thing to talk about are the wind gusts with that system in French Polynesia and those areas. So here already shows there by today Friday close to 75 kilometer per hour gusts in parts of the Cook Islands, and some 68, 75. So be careful those stronger gusts. A little bit breezier because Western French Polynesia, the cyclone is up there, and then this goes Friday, still some higher gusts there. Be careful those small islands with like the trees and the waves and everything. Some higher gusts until Saturday, still there, and then this dives south, the worst goes away, but still some breezier conditions Sunday, and yeah, and maybe Mataura, gusty wind or two in those areas, and spots like Tonga does show a little bit breezier than normal, some 41 to 43 km per gust, especially like Friday today, some 56 km per gust, some parts of Tonga, if even close to Fiji and Samoa. Nothing that crazy like on the Cook Islands, but just a tiny bit breezier. So be careful those winds. The GFS is a little bit less gusts, but it does have some gusty winds, especially the southern Cook Islands, some small areas there. So be careful. The Icon 2 has some areas like some 76 km per gusts. So yeah, be careful the wind, and the wave action might be a little bit bigger too. So the European does show some spots to like 4 meter waves, 3.5, and even some others a tiny bit higher. So be careful. Now let's see the heat wave. So already shows by this afternoon, Friday, so some 40 degrees Northern Territory, in Queensland and New South Wales, some 36 degrees, and like some 41 into southwestern Australia, like Western Australia, but a little bit further south here. And yeah, along the coast it's better, but still shows some like 30s, many areas like 30, 32. And yeah, a little bit less hot on the south, some 18 degrees the far south, and Tasmania still kind of coldish in the mountains. So this goes Friday, diminishes at night, but Victoria like 9 degrees in some areas in the south. But for those very hot areas, there's not much relief during the night, so still remains around 28 to 27 degrees, and this might increase the heat stress. So be careful with like heat related illness and stress and everything. So alright, Saturday afternoon show some 44 degrees, so 42 in some areas, and already starting to come to New South Wales on 39, 40 Western Queensland. So be careful. This, in my opinion, a very dangerous heat wave for those areas. Drink a lot of water and stay cool. And then Saturday, this goes, decreases at night, but still kind of hot. And then Sunday afternoon, this climbs to all the way to 46 degrees in some areas, some 46, 45 degrees, alright, like 42 in New South Wales, 44 and 45. This forecast might differ depending on the model, and it changes too a lot, but I'll show you some other models in a second soon. So alright, like 46 degrees, very dangerous for health and everything, so please warn others. And all the way to like Northern Territories, so 43 degrees, so 39, and Western Australia a little bit more calm, some 37, 35, but still kind of hot, even close to 4 in some valleys there. So yeah, be careful. But Sunday in the evening and at night it diminishes, but still hot. This is at night and still hot, so be careful the heat stress, and shows more a little bit milder southwestern Australia and some parts of the east. But yeah, but Monday afternoon, Jesus Christ, you get very intense. Shows like some spots to 46 degrees still, some 45, 46, most of South Australia, and like southeastern Northern Territory, some 46 degrees, and Eastern Queensland, so some 45 into 44, and some other areas, some 35 further east, but Central Northern Territory also shows some 44 degrees there, 45. So be careful. Western Australia, even some 43 starting Western Australia again, and some warmer temperatures there. New South Wales, something like shows only 46 southeast to South Australia, but New South Wales some 44 already, so like some 42 into Victoria during the day. So be careful, and this might increase the fire risk as well. So this goes Monday, decreases at night, but you can see this boundary, maybe an approaching cold front or something. So Tuesday does show some 43 degrees, so 44, 45 degrees still there in Queensland, in the Northern Territory, those areas. But with this front advancing, it will push those higher temperatures further north, but still like on Wednesday, next Wednesday, so 43, especially 44 Western Australia, Northern Territory, and heating up again across Western Australia there. So be careful. Wednesday to Thursday still shows on the 19th some higher temperatures there. Western Australia again, some 44 in some areas, 44, 43 in Northern Territory. So be careful in those areas. I saw a post today from the Bureau of Meteorology showing some temperatures near South Australia, New South Wales, close to 47, 48 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. But I don't see this happening on the models now. We'll keep watching it, and if it does happen like that, we'll make more videos. But just keep in mind, but already 46 degrees is very tremendous. And here, the GFS, for example, let's see if there are any differences, shows a little bit milder temperatures in the south. Alright, it's Saturday. That is not showing as intense the European, to like 41 degrees, so 42, 41 into Queensland, very hot as well. So into Sunday afternoon, warms up even more, so 44 already showing. Some 39, some 4 is northern New South Wales, even northern Victoria, central New South Wales and Queensland. Sunday to Monday shows like the worst heat on Monday, the GFS in the European too, some 44 degrees northwestern Victoria, some 43 degrees all the way to central southern Victoria, not southern but like yeah, close except on the coast. It shows some 44, 45 like South Australia. So be careful in those areas. Shows like some 45 South Australia, and then Monday to Tuesday that front comes and remains some 44, 43 Northern Territory and Queensland. So be careful those areas, and the icon has to like starting tomorrow, today actually, Friday shows still some forests near Western Australia, some parts of Queensland, New South Wales. This goes, the decreases at night, and Saturday does show something like some 44 at South Australia, some 43 to Queensland, Northern Territory. So be careful in New South Wales. Saturday into Sunday, the interesting thing is that the icon is showing something like some colder temperatures, Tasmania, even close to 4 degrees or something. So be careful. Not be careful, but beware. And yeah, Saturday into Sunday, you start showing those 46, 45 degrees. Some areas of 45, Northern Territory, some 45, 44, and even that 46 there. So be careful in those areas, right? In New South Wales, some 43, for 41, so be careful. During the night it cools down, but still like the minimum temperature is close to 35 in some areas, and that could increase the heat stress and the fire danger. So be careful. Tuesday and Monday actually, the 16th, it does show some 44 New South Wales, some 43, 44, 45 South Australia, and as you go further north, increases to 46, 46, 45, even to 47. The icon is like 47 degrees in a spot to southern Northern Territory, so really be careful. Some 46, 45, very intense heat, some 44 all the way to central Northern Territory, even to like 4 in Northern Territory, and alright, Western Australia is starting up again. So please be careful with this heat wave and stay safe there. And the temperature is just the first thing. Another thing to consider, I like the feels like temperatures. So because if it's like some 35 degrees and the atmosphere conditions are like very susceptible to heating, it might feel like 37 degrees. And if it's like 46 in those areas, or especially Sunday afternoon and Monday, it might feel like close to 50 degrees or something. But not that extreme, but 46, the feels like temperatures might be close to 47 or even 48. So just be careful with the heat indices and everything. So let's see if I find it here. I'm not sure there will be, but it does show like the 2 meter temperature, but like there's the European, better, I think. So let's see, max temperature. I don't think they have it here, but this is another interesting thing. The 2 meter temperature shows this is not the actual temperature, but an average 2 meters. So this is Saturday. It shows all those whites like 44, even to 43, 45 Saturday, and let's see it like this because a little bit easier. So here, further into next week. So this is around Thursday. No, that's too far. Maybe here into Monday or some. So this is Saturday. Those 4 is there. Into at night decreases, and Sunday afternoon shows those 45 close to 46. Into Monday afternoon you see widespread blacks, no, not blacks, but dark grays close to some 45, 46, or even like 47 or 2, like the other model showed. So yeah, be careful there. And but not finding here the heat indices, but just know that the fuse like temperatures might make it worse. So stay safe and warn others that the humidity might be low as well during the heat wave. So be careful, and the UV, be careful the sun and everything. And yeah, now it's at night there, but yeah, you you know how to be careful with the sun. So let's see. So the wind gusts, interesting to see as well, shows a little bit stronger winds into Friday into Saturday, southwestern Australia, maybe with those storms there, and then even breezier in another spot or two. Friday into Saturday, alright, on Saturday a spot or two a little bit breezier, but nothing crazy. So this goes into Sunday. A system passes near southwestern Australia. Some coastal towns there close to like some 74 km per gust, 73, 70. So yeah, be careful in those areas. It's a little bit higher gusts and kind of breezy. South Australia into Sunday, and then this goes, that front starts forming ahead of the heat wave, so shows some 60 to 70 km per gust, or even higher Mondays, South Australia, a little bit breezier Western Australia and Victoria. So this goes there. What's happening here? So yeah, good. So Monday, this goes a little bit breezier in Northern Territory later Monday into Tuesday, especially into Tuesday, shows some parts of the day, some breezier conditions Northern Territory, a little bit stronger some specific spots there, but shows maybe to New South Wales and Queensland, slightly breezier, and yeah, maybe into like the 19th shows near Queensland and New South Wales, some higher gusts, and yeah, and that goes away. So be careful, the winds and everything, especially the temperatures and the storms. So now New Zealand and Tasmania does show now some slightly gusty winds in Tasmania. This goes there into Friday, and that system moves into New Zealand. Friday night to Saturday shows some very high gusts in the mountains, so be careful in the mountains there. Shows more like through southwest and New Zealand, especially in the mountains. And into Saturday does show the Europeans as all the way to like 108 km per gust in top of those mountains. So be careful. But other models like the GFS barely show much wind. So yeah, the Icon is a similar thing, like 107 or something. So be careful. Further south, some gusty winds too, and Wellington, some other areas. So Saturday, this goes into Sunday. Sunday afternoon, slightly gusty, southwest and most New Zealand, not areas there. And Sunday to Monday shows more there, like north, central northern New Zealand and the ocean there. And there'll be that system there from New Caledonia might bring some a little bit higher gusts northeastern New Zealand on Tuesday, and does show another cold front on the 18th from the southwest, so some higher gusts there. So yeah, be careful. More stuff later, especially the December 20th, showing pretty bumpy around the seas there, and that goes. So be careful. But be mindful that these models update more than 6 times a day, or like 2 times or something, and this information changes a lot. So it might happen a little bit differently than what it's showing here now. But yeah, be aware. And this is the GFS, a different model, shows the system Friday, barely shows anything in the mountain, shows more further south into Saturday. Does have slightly gustier near Wellington, some areas into Saturday. Sunday shows more calm, and maybe into the 17th, something nearby in the ocean there. And into Wednesday, yeah, be aware. The GFS doesn't show much, but it might be a mix of both models. Like in the mountains, there might definitely be some higher gusts because the icons are agreeing as well, but be aware. And here, the precipitation, the GFS does show some rain out near some islands there, so be careful. But Thursday into Friday, that cold front comes, some heavier rain in southwestern New Zealand, those mountains. Be careful, some small flash flood threat with that front. This goes, calms down a little bit. Some showers in the north, extreme north, between Saturday and Sunday, and into like Sunday and Monday, more showers in the Northern Island on Monday, and then it goes there. But after December 18th, shows some systems spinning by there, maybe more rain on the 20th or something, and especially the 21st. But yeah, we'll keep monitoring that. There's the European that shows alright, some rain there into Friday, and especially that heavy rain in the mountains. So be careful, not only the mountain, but southwestern New Zealand there, and be aware. Friday to Saturday, this goes a thunderstorm or two on the other side, and this goes there on Sunday. Does show some storms on Sunday still. It's central New Zealand there. That would be the system for New Caledonia there. The European does show a storm or two into Auckland, but mainly heavier in northernmost areas there. For example, the GFS doesn't have this system approaching, has it farther away. So it might go one way or another. Just be aware, Monday afternoon, some storms scattered there. Then this goes, and like, yeah. And after the 18th, does show some showers in the south and more systems looming around the 20th. So be careful. And the temperature is still quite chilly in the mountains, in some areas, but nothing crazy. I don't know why this stopped working. So shows more, there's like 5 degrees in the high mountains, but there is more than 20 in some areas. Thursday into Friday, 23, even 24 in Christchurch. Saturday this goes, but Saturday afternoon shows all the way to 28 in Christchurch, some 27, and even some northern areas there close to 29, and some 23 in Auckland. Still coldish in the mountains. During the night, there'll be this cold front on Saturday, shows more, some 3 degrees in the mountains, 2 degrees, some 14 degrees in other areas. Sunday afternoon shows the northern areas some 24 degrees, later to 26, even like some 28 to 27, some 22 to 23 in other areas. So like Sunday, this goes during the night, a little bit colder there still, some 2 3 degrees, 5 degrees, some spots there, but nothing crazy. Monday to Tuesday, Monday morning, especially like Tuesday morning, shows some spots like 0 -1 degrees in the mountains, some 1 degree there, but 10 11 degrees along the coast during the night. In the afternoon, a little bit warmer in some areas there. So be aware, this goes Tuesday, Wednesday, a similar thing into next week. So be careful. In terms of snow, doesn't really show anything. Shows like, shows a 1.4 centimeters in the mountain there, but like very low, nothing crazy. And until the 23rd or something, doesn't really show anything, but this might change. But very little to almost nothing in a spot there. So yeah, so the main things here are: be careful the storms, the Cook Islands and French Polynesia, those areas, and please stay safe from the heat parts of Australia.